All right, this is page 6 and 7 of your review, working the evens. So number 30 says 3 times a number. So that would be 3n is greater than 4 times the number less 8. So 4 times n minus 8. So the letter we're using is n. That's our inequality. 3n is greater than 4n minus 8. Solution, we would need to, let's see, I'm going to subtract 4n from both sides. We get negative n is greater than negative 8. So to solve for n, we would divide by negative 1. Divide by negative 1. Remember, whenever you divide or multiply by a negative, you switch that sign. So n is less than 8. N is less than 8 is my solution. Moving on to number 32. Got a little geometry in here for you. It says the trapezoid above has a perimeter of 20. Which one of the following is not a correct equation for the perimeter of a trapezoid? Notice I'm looking for the wrong equation. Okay? Total perimeter is 20. So when I see that word perimeter, I'm thinking add all the sides. So first I've got here, it says 5x plus 12 equals 20. Well, I know it's got the total right, and I want to look at all of my x's when I'm adding them up. This is 1x plus 1x, that's 2x, plus 3x is 5x. So that's got it right, the 5x part. Then I want to look at my whole numbers. I've got 2 plus 2, which is 4, plus 8, which is 12. So 5x plus 12 equals 20. That one looks good. I'm going to put a check by it. Let's look at letter B. It says x plus 2 plus 3x plus 2 plus 8 equals 20. And what that's done is it's listed out each side, just adding them together. And we know perimeter means we're adding all the way around, so that one looks good too. C says you want to take 2 times 2x plus 2 plus x plus 8. Well, I don't think that would be right because that's saying that it's multiplying these sides by 2, and that's not the case because it's missing that 3x part. So I'm a little concerned about that one. Let's go on to this guy. It says 2 times 2x plus 3 plus 2 equals 20. Well, it's got the total right. 2x plus 3 is nowhere to be found. Interesting. That one doesn't look right either. But there should be an answer for one of them. So let's look back at those. It's either between C or D. So it's saying 2 times 2x plus 2 plus your 8 plus your x equals to 20. Well, I know here x plus 3x is 4x, right? And 2 plus 2 is 4. So if I distribute this guy here, 2 times 2x is 4x, and 2 times 2 is 4. So that gives me this side plus this side. And then what's left is the x plus 8. So what they've done is they've used this to rewrite these two equations added together. That was tricky. So this is actually correct, which leaves me with D as being the wrong answer, which is really the right answer, because it says which one's not correct. Okay? Moving on. Oh, that's actually it, because the last problem here is 33, but I guess we can do that one for fun. It says, Simon ran 12 miles, 10 miles, and 15 miles on consecutive days. That means just one right after the other. How many miles must Simon run on the next day in order to keep the average of at least 12 miles per day? So that would be my total, the 12 miles per day. And I want to run at least that many, so it can be greater than or equal to 12. And remember, when we're finding an average, we add up all the numbers and then divide by how many numbers there are. So we add up what he did over 4 days. 12 plus the 10 plus the 15 plus that 4th day, all divided by 4. That will give us the average. Well, I don't like that denominator. It's kind of ugly. So let's go ahead and multiply the whole thing by 4 to cancel it out. Multiply this side by 4. So you get 12 plus 10 plus 15 plus x is greater than or equal to 48. Then we'll add all our whole numbers. So 12 plus 10 is 22 plus 15 is 37 plus x is greater than or equal to 48. And then you would minus the 37. Oops. 37, not 13. Minus 37. And you get 11. X is greater than or equal to 11. And remember, we're going to label that answer as 11 miles. He needs to run 11 miles on that 4th day to keep his average at 12. Alrighty, you guys, will come into tutoring if you have questions, but that is it for our review videos. Hopefully they're helpful.